Welcome to Timoteo TV. My name is Fred Estrada, the coach of the Titans. Today we're going to break down week 4. I'm going to introduce everybody. We'll start over here.
Number 7, Ian.
Ant, 14 from the Eagles.
Victor, assistant coach for the Eagles.
Nasser Hernandez, quarterback for the Colts, number 10.
Paris Baldwin, number 85 for the Colts.
Rob, coach for the Titans.
All right, so we're going to start off with the 3:30 game. That was the Raiders and Steelers. It was a really close game. We had the winless Steelers trying to pull an upset. So Ant's going to talk about the score was 27-25 with the Raiders winning.
The Steelers almost did an upset against the Raiders. They had it in the first half. The second half, they just gave it up. They ain't had enough time to score the last touchdown, so they lost. It was a close game.
Great analysis. Great analysis. We're gonna go with the second game, the second 3:30 game. It was the Packers and the Ravens, with the Packers winning 26, Ravens 7. Player of the game was Aaron. He had 2 catches, 1 TD, and 3 touchdown passes, as well as 3 tackles and 3 interceptions. Vic is gonna break down this game, as well as the Skins and the Saints, which was a lopsided affair. It was the Skins with 60 points and the Saints with 6. The player of the game of that game was Kenyon with 7 catches, 3 TDs, 1 extra point, 3 tackles.
Well, you could already imagine how the games went with the scores. They were both blowouts. Next week, these two teams meet each other. Packers and Redskins, best defenses. They both gave up 30 points this year. So it's going to be a game to watch. Game of the week. Saints and
Packers and Skins.
Saints and the Ravens. They try their best to pull out upsets, but as you can tell, they did a horrible job. So.
Good analysis. Good analysis. Let's go with the 5 o'clock game with the Mighty Titans over the Cards, 25-6. Player of the game was Spencer. He had 5 catches, 1 touchdown, 5 tackles, and 1 interception. Rob's going to break down this game.
It was a close game. I think in halftime it was 12-6. Cardinals pulled a touchdown at the end of the half. I just think the Cardinals need to put more pressure on the quarterback. I think that's what gave our quarterback more time to win this game. And that's how it went. Titans just killed it in the second half.
All right, next game. Game of the week, Vikings versus the Eagles. The Vikings, like the Oracle said, it was going to be a lopsided event. Eagles 33, Vikings 13. This was a game of the week, and the player of the game of the week was Ant. He had 13 tackles, 1 extra point, 2 touchdowns, 11 catches, and 1 sack.
11 catches. Balling out there.
All right, you'll break that again?
It was a great game. We played a great game. We came out a little sloppy. Then Ant here and other people on our team motivated us to win. So I just played my best, played my part. They put me at the safety, watch out for the deep ball, and when I got in on 3rd down, made a couple of touchdown passes, and that's it from there.
Good. Then lastly, we had the last 6:30 game, which was versus the Colts and the 49ers. Now this was a banger. It was going back and forth the whole entire game, but the Colts came on top, 45-44. The player of the week actually played in this game, man Nelson, with 1 extra point, 6 touchdown passes, 2 sacks, and 4 tackles. I have Paris and Nelson. They could say how that game went.
It was a hard-fought game, like you said, back and forth. At the end of the day, we pulled it off. That's all I gotta say.
What I gotta say, the first half we was losing 20-26. The second half we had a nice speech on the sideline. Told the defense to tighten up offense, keep moving the ball, because we was working them down the field a little bit. I had 1 mistake at interception, but we came back on the top of the second half. Kept working them, short passes, run. When it mattered most, we stopped them down to 2-point conversion actually, and we won the game. 6 touchdown passes right here, player of the week.
I'm in. My quarterback.
All right, so that wraps us up for week 4. Look forward to seeing you next week for week 5. Where this is the halfway point. We're getting over that hump, and we're looking forward to a great rest of the season. Thank you, and we'll see you next week. Timoteo
#1
TV.
coach.
Eagle!